All right. Hello. How are you? Everything good on this mighty fine day? There's change. There's change. I don't know. Are we ready for this change or not, Richard?
Well, I think it's a forced change. I don't think you have a choice right now. But are you ready for it? Do you think?
This is the big takeaway for me, and this is the question that everybody needs to answer. So Mike Tomlin he just said on Tuesday, there's no learning curve for Kenny Pickett. So that's coming from the organization, from the head coach. He says no learning curve, thrown right into it. So starting at 1 p.m. on Sunday, for me, Kenny Pickett can no longer be measured against Mitch Trubisky or any other Steeler quarterback. The clock starts to tick of him being measured against all the other quarterbacks in the National Football League because the organization tells us that's what's supposed to happen. That's my big takeaway. If they tell us that there's no training wheels and they tell us that there's no learning curve, why am I supposed to give Kenny Pickett one?
Oh, you're not. I mean, he walks in and there's no excuse.
Right.
There's absolutely no excuse at this point. You're the guy. You wanted to be the guy. You're the guy. But I think that speaks more to Mike Tomlin than it does to Kenny Pickett because Kenny has been just doing what he's supposed to do. He's not been vocal displeasure, hasn't voiced his displeasure. He just comes and does his job. Mike Tomlin said a couple things. I think he has an awareness now. Sounds like he has an awareness that this isn't just a Mitch Trubisky problem. And I'm just going to stand firm on if you do not replace that offensive coordinator, I mean, it's a problem. And even if you win the game on Sunday, even if you do, you could, because a good quarterback like Kenny can make an offensive coordinator look really smart. But that change needs to be made, and then the victory will be complete. But remember, didn't Matt Canada, wasn't he at the beginning of Kenny Pickett's career? Never coached him, but weren't they together at some point at Pitt?
Yeah, I recruited him. He brought him in. I seem to think that Mike Tomlin fouled this all up. I really did. And keep in mind, all the things that Mike Tomlin has done in his career, he's never had to deal with a quarterback situation, really. He's never had to bring along a new quarterback. And here's where I think he fouled this up. And if he had to do it all over again, he should have done one of two things. Started Kenny Pickett to start the season or played him in the game against the Jets at the very beginning, going in with 10 days of preparation. Where he fouled it up is, Kenny Pickett got virtually no reps. Mitch Trubisky was the same old Mitch Trubisky. And then a change happens at the midpoint of the Jets game. So what seismically changed to force that other than the Steelers being down to a bad team? Like, either Kenny Pickett was the guy or he wasn't the guy.
Yeah, I don't think it was. I don't think it's that easy, though, Colin. I don't. I think, Mike Tomlin just touched this. But for him, it was less. For us, it was more. And that is a very quantifiable fact that Kenny Pickett came in that game. He lit up the enthusiasm. He lit up everybody's hopes. He brought that spark. And there's an intangible there. And I think that many people were, oh, here we go again, same old Steelers. And then we go ahead and make the change. And I think that was a needed change at that point. I see and understand his point of starting Trubisky right from the beginning. I get that. I think that could end up, had we started a game sooner, it could have ended up to be the right move. I agree with you. It should have happened in the Jets game. That's when I thought it would happen, as you referenced, after the extended break. I thought that would happen, and it should have, in my opinion, of course. But I don't think it's wrong at this point. And as I'm talking here, I might be telling myself something different also. Maybe Matt Canada and Kenny Pickett can form the bond that they started to build before the professional series started. I don't know. That could be interesting. Matt Canada may have more confidence in Kenny, and because he knows his style, he knows him, he's worked with him. I mean, it might be a whole different ballgame with Matt.
Well, maybe. Let me throw this one at you.
You froze. You froze. Well, hi, this is Richard Bazzy, and I think we lost Colin to a technical difficulty. And it's good that we lost him to a technical difficulty because I was about to introduce an argument. So I don't like to argue with my friends. But my argument is I do think that maybe the Kenny Pickett, Matt Canada chemistry machine may be in play here. And I think you're going to see a whole different Kenny Pickett, a whole different Matt Canada, and a whole different Steelers team. We talk about, we get the criticisms of Claypool. I love Claypool. I love Mike Tomlin. I think this team turns it around right now. And I think it was a perfect point to pivot. It would have liked one game sooner, but it's a perfect pivot point to infuse the energy, to infuse the relationship between Kenny and Matt, and to take this team where it can be. Not where it should be, not where it might be, but where it can be. And it really can be a division winner. It really can be. So I'm hopeful that happens. I want to see it happen. I want to see it for the Pittsburgh Steelers. I want to see it for Matt Canada, and I want to see it for Kenny Pickett. And we love you, and I can't wait to see what happens on Sunday. You beat Buffalo before without you, Kenny. I think we can beat them again. So let's go, Steelers. I love you. I love you, Colin. Thank you for watching, and I hope to talk to you after the game.